Okay, what is up, everybody? Hello, everyone, and welcome to my first stream in about a week. I thank you for being patient over the past week. Even though there was, for several days on DSP Gaming, there has not been any new content. Welcome to tonight's stream, which should be great. I'm very excited. First of all, this pre-stream is probably going to be one of the most controversial pre-streams ever for all the dumbest reasons. Because very simple, I'm going to address something that has just come up and give you my honest feelings about it, as you know I always do. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the status of my move to the state of Washington, which is in process right now. It is officially in motion. We had some big developments over the past several days that I want to let you guys know about. Okay? And, you know, a lot of stuff to talk about in the pre-stream. So I'm warning you right now, if you're on the pre-stream, it's going to be about 20 minutes long. The weekend preview is probably not starting to around 7:30 p.m., which is about 20 minutes from now. Then we're going to do the weekend preview, okay? And then after the weekend preview, I'm going to switch over, get everything switched over to the PS4, and we're going to do a pretty decently long stream of MLB 14 The Show, which I'm really much enjoying this game quite a lot. Okay. And definitely having a lot of fun with it. And I'm craving it. I have not played it now in a week, and I'm actually craving the game. So it's going to be great to be able to jump back into the game and have more fun with it as a way to reintroduce myself into the content. Okay? Very good. Alright, so let us very first, up front, since this is the pre-stream, as I said, I'm going to start with the positive, okay? Then we'll go a little bit into the negative, and then we'll get into the weekend preview. So first of all, the positive is all the great stuff that's going on right now with my move to Washington. If you guys are hearing ambient noise, I think someone mentioned it in the chat, they hear like this noise. It's my air conditioner. For those of you who have not watched my content for extended periods of time, you probably wouldn't understand that I do have an air conditioner right here in the living room next to me that will pick up on the mic. And so you guys are going to hear this for the next month or so. While I'm still in Connecticut, it's going to get hot. I'm going to have the air conditioners on. You're going to hear them ambient in the background. I apologize for that, everyone. There's no way for me to really get around that. It's just going to be, okay? But anyway, getting back on topic. My move to Washington, we've got tons of positive stuff going on right now. First of all, I got the confirmation over the weekend that we are good to go. We are closing this week. By the end of this week, I will be the owner of a beautiful new townhouse / condo in Washington State. So it is dead set. There's nothing that could fuck this up at this point. Really, seriously. In fact, the final step right now that I need to do is to sign some paperwork tomorrow. There's actually going to be a notary coming by to my condo here in Connecticut during my break. As you guys know, I take a break between, say, 7 to 9 p.m. usually. And they're going to be coming by during this break. I'm just going to be sitting here eating a TV dinner, I guess. And they're going to be notarizing documents, escrow documents that are being overnighted to me. I'm going to sign them in front of them. They're going to take those documents with them, and that's it. That's the last step that I need to do. And then finally, when this thing closes on, I think it's supposed to be Thursday, they're going to send me more digital documents to sign. I'll sign them. And as of then, I will be the homeowner of a home in Washington. Okay? So there you go. That's great positive news. Also, along this line of discussion, I have, over the past several days, along with my girlfriend Leanna, who helped me tremendously, so I want to say thank you to her, started packing some of the things in the condo, including all of my models and statues are now back into their original boxes of packaging and ready to ship. Some I determined, unfortunately, I don't have the boxes anymore, like the Gears of War 3 statue, the infamous 2 statue of Cole, the Connor statue from Assassin's Creed 3, the Batman Arkham City Collector's Edition statue of Batman, and also the giant dragon from Skyrim. I don't have the original packaging for anymore, as well as the Tesla coil lamp that I have over here from Metal Gear Solid Rising Revengeance. So unfortunately, those are going to have to be makeshift. I'm going to have to try to package those up. But boy, does the condo look different now that all those models are gone from the countertop. It was funny because I walked into the kitchen today and I looked at it. I can actually see my girlfriend on the couch. I can actually reach across this countertop and hand her something. We can actually use the countertop. In fact, I have like notes. I was taking notes earlier today. I can actually use the countertop for things now. So the place looks incredibly different. And I already had the discussion with Leanna that when all this stuff, all these models or whatever, move to Washington, that they are not going to be cluttering our living space anymore. That we actually have a side room off of our master bedroom that's called a den that really, we can't really fit much in there. And I'm thinking the den may become the room where all this stuff is on display. Where I might have some shelving, some, bookcases and stuff that we'll put in there, and we can have these models out on display in there. But they're not going to spill out all over the place anymore, okay? So what else? Today, I made a few calls to see what my options would be for moving. Now, what I mean is actual physical moving of my stuff. And there are a bunch of different options. There's traditional movers who basically will take your stuff out of your place for you, put it into a truck. The truck, unfortunately, gets shared amongst other people who are moving across the country. You know, times can vary from how long it takes them to actually move your stuff across the country, and then they unload it for you eventually when they reach your house. The problem is, from what I've seen, not many of them are incredibly dependable when it comes to getting a definitive date when your stuff's going to arrive. And the bottom line is, I don't want to be sitting around in a house with nothing in it, like an asshole, not able to work, not able to do anything because I don't have my equipment, I don't have my furniture, I don't have anything. So I don't know if traditional movers are going to work in the case of what we're looking to do, especially because, keep in mind, Leanna lives in Pennsylvania, I live in Connecticut, so logistically, how do we get two sets of stuff to be shipped across the country? So I made a call today to a company called Pods. This was recommended to me by several people, including my parents had heard of them, Leanna had heard of them, and a lot of people, a lot of you guys, the viewers, had heard of them and were recommending them. So the way Pods works is a little bit different than a typical moving company, okay? And the reason it's different is because the Pods will come, drop off this big modular moving, container, let you put your stuff in it yourself, then they drive it off to a storage facility where then they coordinate with their other storage facilities across the country to transport your stuff to coordinate in time with when you're actually going to be there. So if I'm not going to be in Washington for 2 to 3 days, they take those 2 to 3 days to get the stuff over to Washington State. When I arrive, the day that I'm there, I coordinate. That's when I want the pod to show up. It will be delivered then. The good thing about Pods, they don't mix and match your stuff with other people's stuff. So there's no chance that, you got something that's not yours, or if they gave your stuff to someone else because they got it all fucking confused, your stuff's not clanging against other people's stuff in the back of the truck, and gets all destroyed in transit. Okay? So the bottom line is, Pods seems to be an interesting way to go, and the cool thing about Pods, I'd be able to get a pod delivered to Leanna's place in Pennsylvania. She loads her stuff in. She takes a train to visit me. In the meantime, the Pods people come pick that pod up, drive it to Connecticut. So now we pack here for a day or two. They take it out of storage in Connecticut, deliver it here. We can put our stuff in there. Then they drive it across country, put it in storage until we're ready to accept delivery at the new place. So it seems like a really good option, okay? Now the one startling thing that a lot of you might, if you know Pods, you might say, well, how are you going to do that? Because you have a bad back, and Pods, you have to do it all yourself. You can't, they don't do it for you. They just deliver the pod, and it's your responsibility to get the stuff in. Well, guess what? There's actually another service related to Pods. It's part of their business, but it's not part of the Pods business, where they actually have movers show up, and they will pack all your stuff for you, including your television. They have a special television moving packaging box and special wraps for your mattress and your bed frame and your box spring and any kind of furniture. They have a responsibility to disassemble certain furniture and take it out with to the pod, and they do all this for you. So they do all the work, all the heavy lifting. All I need to do is basically get the loose shit, packed up into boxes. They will take care of the major stuff, like my computer desk, my TV stand, my TV, my bed, my computer chairs, you know, the end tables, the things that I have absolutely no way to take out myself because I can't move heavy shit. They're responsible to do. Okay? So I was thinking, this sounds good. And I could have them take the stuff out of Connecticut and put it into the pod. Then when we get to Washington, they can unload the stuff, move it into the house where I need it. So I'm not lifting heavy shit, moving it upstairs, and I injure my back or anything like that. The one catch to all this, of course, is the price. Now, I already looked into other moving companies, and the prices ranged anywhere from $5,000 to upwards of $10,000 for a move like this. Pods, if I do them and I hire these people to do the moving as well, it's probably going to cost me about $7,500. I shit you not, it's that expensive to move across the country. And really honestly, after looking at all my options, I think this may be the best one. The fact that my stuff will not be shared in a van with other people's stuff, the fact that it could stay in storage if we're not ready to accept delivery, it may be the best option for us. And I'm thinking it may be what I go for. Okay. Unfortunately, there's just no other way to do it. There's just no other way to do it. The only other, I would have to literally sell all my shit here, move to Washington with nothing, and buy everything from new. Which, guess what, is going to cost more than $7,500. Let me tell you. So I think it just has to be done. It has to be one of those things that during the move you have to bite the bullet, and even though you have to dig into your savings, you know, my savings, which I have a certain amount set aside that already are going to be dipped into with the down payment on the house, with the cost of the move, you know, these things are going to be dipped into significantly. And so I'm really hoping that coming up when I try to sell this place, this place in Connecticut, this condo, that I don't really get destroyed and have to dump a ton of money and lose a ton of money to pay off the mortgage because I can't find someone who'll buy it for a reasonable price, and I end up with a massive disparity between what I owe on the mortgage and what I'm making on the sale, and I lose all my savings. Worst case scenario, I completely spend all my savings this year. That would be pretty bad, because then if any, God forbid, any emergency happens or something goes wrong, I have nothing to fall back on. And that's a horrible situation that I've been in before in my life. And it took me several years of doing this, you know, this internet thing to get myself out of that situation. The last thing I want to do is put myself into it, but we have to see what happens. Okay, so it is what it is. We'll see what happens with that. Also, it was kind of funny because, as you guys know, I did full Connecticut bucket list vlogs this past week, probably 30 to 40 videos, where Leanna and I basically went around doing the stuff that we love to do in Connecticut when she visits. For the very first time, you were able to see the places that I frequent in Connecticut, and a lot of people were like, whoa, I go there all the time, or oh, I've been there, that's cool that Phil does it too. And that was nice. Some people being complete idiots, why is he eating out so much? I thought he needs to save money. Okay, so I went out and I spent $15 on dinner versus spending, what, $5 to $10 to make a meal at home, but it's the bucket list of Connecticut. That's the point of it, is that I'm enjoying these things for the last time. It's okay to splurge if it's the last time you're going to ever encounter it and experience it, right? When we move to Washington, that's when we're going to be making our own meals at home, cutting corners, trying to save money. Not when you're moving out of the place and you're saying goodbye to it. And it was kind of the same thing, too. So very silly. Some of the comments I read on the videos that we took, where there was 4 dresser bed sets that we were looking at a store, a furniture store, that we're looking at them here in Connecticut, but this furniture store also exists in Washington State. So we could basically buy it here and have it delivered there. And so there were 4 that we liked, that I videotaped, that we're thinking about getting. Look, where people are reading the prices. Those prices are ludicrous. You should be going to a second-hand thrift shop and buying old used stuff. And other people, you should go to IKEA. IKEA's stuff is cheap, and IKEA's stuff is great. And you know, and I read the comments and I laugh hysterically, because it's quite obvious that people who are commenting are not in a situation like we are. We're in a situation where we're making a life-changing move across the country. We need to be set up in a situation where we have things that are going to be quality materials that are going to last us a long time, not secondhand furniture that's going to break, or is it, already been used, it's on its last legs. Yeah, of course you can get that. If you're really penny pinching down to the penny and you need to do that, okay. And I'm not, by no means am I saying if people that do that are in the wrong. They're not. But we're in a situation where we're trying to set up a house where we're going to be living for a long time. Our plans are to stay there for a while. We need to have a dresser I buy that I don't have to buy another dresser in 3 years because I bought a piece of crap from IKEA that, number one, I can't even figure out how to put together because you have to put it together yourself and there's no goddamn words on the instruction, just weird diagrams of hands and shit on it. They're so fucking confusing. No one without some kind of fucking technical design degree could figure out how to fucking put it together. And number two, that falls apart in a couple years anyway. No, we're not looking for that. We're looking for quality stuff that's going to be there so we start our own family. You know what I mean? No, I don't mean kids and stuff like that. I mean, a family where it's her, me, a family unit, maybe some pets. We need stuff that's going to be durable. It's going to be quality stuff, not that it falls apart overnight. So, and also, one thing that I did not mention in those videos about the furniture is that the bed set is actually going to be a present from my parents. They're actually getting it for me as like a housewarming gift because I'm moving. So that was very nice of them. That's why they were actually with us, because they wanted to see the stuff that we were interested in. Because obviously if it was something that they couldn't afford or something that they didn't like, they weren't going to get it. But they did like those 4 things that we found at that particular furniture store. Okay. Alright, so that is the deal with what's going on with all of our moving. Right now, I'm still in the process. We're supposed to close later this week. Once we close, now I own the place. Now I'm going to tell the real estate agent to go out there and actually do a walkthrough and see what this family left behind. Remember this family who was in Russia and supposedly Mother's Day weekend came back here in order to try to clean this place up. I'm going to see, gee, what did they leave? What didn't they leave? Because if they left some stuff that's useful, that's great. If they left junk, that's a pain in the ass. And there's no way I can force them to take the junk. Outside of that, then I'm going to begin the process of talking with a real estate agent here in Connecticut of selling my condo here. But there's also other stuff I need to take care of. For example, Wednesday, I'm actually going for an eye exam. The first eye exam I've ever taken since I was in high school, because when I moved to Washington State, I need to actually get a new driver's license for Washington State within 30 days of me living there, but they require you to take an eye exam, and I know for a fact that I cannot see far away distances very well. So I basically need to go to the eye doctor and get a prescription eyeglasses just to take this stupid eye exam, and then I'll never use the glasses again. Just like I did in high school, okay? In addition to that, I got to trade in my car. My car is on a lease, but the lease doesn't expire till October. I'm trying to turn it in early, and from what I've talked with the people at the dealership, it looks like since I took such good care of the car, and because it has so few miles on it, in 2.5 years I've put less than 6,000 miles on the car, it looks like they may take it in without any penalties. So I'm going to ask you guys to be pleased, again, over the next month. This is the final countdown until my move to Washington State. The very final countdown, okay? We're in the home stretch. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I may be late for streams. I may be have to taking phone calls. There's going to be stuff going on. And I hope that you guys will continue to be as understanding as you have been, okay? And I thank you for being as patient and as understanding as you have been. One more month, guys. One more month. And then in mid-June, I'll be able to move out there. Once I get my office set up, it's just things are going to get better and better. I promise you. But we need to get there first, okay? And I know this next month is insane. This week, we've got 3 new releases. Next week, we got 2 huge new releases. The week after that, we got 2 huge new releases. I know. And E3, we're going to have so much stuff between now and my move. We're all going to be so busy, I know. But thank you very much for being patient, okay? Okay. Now, let's talk about the one thing, the negative thing, that I'm going to address. I promise you guys, this is the last time I'm going to address this because I'm tired of fucking repeating myself at this point, okay? I'm done with it. Because the bottom line is this. Since last year, since Slow Beef and whoever the other guy is, the 2 guys that get together and they rich super rye people, okay? since they made this video about me a year ago, a little over a year ago now, about how bad I was at Metal Gear Solid 2. No shit, I said I was when I started the playthrough, so they completely missed the point. But anyway, they made this video, and I guess it wasn't bad intentioned, it was just meant to be funny. A parody video of me being bad at Metal Gear Solid 2. Now, they didn't ask me for permission to do it, they didn't explain what they were doing at the time, they just did it. And I got contacted by a bunch of fans telling me there's these guys making fun of you. So, of course, I reacted badly. Should I have reacted in the way that I did? No. If I had known the frame of reference that they had been doing this to people for years and years on end, and that it was kind of almost a rite of passing that they do this to every Let's Player on the internet, I probably wouldn't have reacted as I did. The problem was no one told me that. I saw the thing completely out of reference, didn't understand it. To me, it looked like it was something mean-spirited and malicious, and I reacted negatively to it. And ever since then, that was it. That opened the floodgates. Wow, you can make a funny video making fun of Phil and his gameplay, and immediately it can fucking make you become super popular. And everyone knows this. It's become the thing on YouTube for the past year and a half. Everyone's been doing it, okay? So, I've said publicly multiple times, do not, I repeat, do not tell me when someone makes a new one of these videos, when someone makes a challenge to me, that I need to win the challenge. If I don't win the challenge, I gotta quit the internet for good because I'm a horrible gamer, and I'm a pedophile, and I'm this and I'm that. Don't tell me about any of that shit. Because I am not in high school. I graduated from high school in the year 2000. That was 14 fucking years ago. I don't need to know about this little stupid drama queen shit between people who are so fucking immature, saying shit about me or whatever. I told everyone, listen, I'm about making positive content, focusing on the positive, pushing forward positively. I don't care that there's hundreds of thousands of people out there who watched Kojima World Order montages about me, and they think it's the funniest fucking thing ever to make fun of someone who makes his living off the fucking internet. Right? So obviously I'm doing something right if this is how I'm making my living. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about how they're so much better than me so they can stroke their giant e-dicks. And they want to take the, 24 times in the 30,000 plus videos that I've said something stupid, or I said something, I got baited by someone on Ask the King who gave me misinformation about a topic, so I said something dumb that obviously if I was informed on the subject I wouldn't have said something like that. But they take that, oh look, Phil's a hypocrite, Phil's an asshole, Phil insults people, Phil does this, he's that. I don't care about it anymore. I'm done. I'm at this point, I'm about to move to Washington State. I don't give a flaming fuck about any of it. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you fucking tweet me about it, if you email me about it, if you bother me about it, I'm just going to block you and never speak to you again. I don't care how long of a time of a fan you've been. I can't put up with this shit anymore. I still, for how many months have I been saying, I don't care, don't tell, still, today, Phil, did you hear what Total Biscuit said about you? Oh my god, you name drop him, and he says that you should name drop him, and you should go see a therapist. And I put my hands on my face. I'm like, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Wow. In what way do I have to say it? Do I have to go to your house with a fucking brand and brand it on your fucking forehead? I don't care. I don't fucking care. I'm here to make fun, entertaining content. I am here to entertain you, and in turn, because I put a smile on your face, to make a living off of it. It's give and take. I don't care who the fuck approves, gives me their stamp of approval, or who gives me the big fucking middle finger. I don't give a fuck. Alright? Total Biscuit knows nothing about me or my content. What he knows is what people tell him. People have been sending him shit saying, did you hear that Phil wished you well because you announced you had cancer? Did you hear that Phil's been talking about you in his videos recently about how there's this big negativity on the internet, and that you came out publicly and you were affected by it, saying that you're only 29 years old, you have gray hair, and you have medical issues because of it? Did you hear that Phil's name dropping you? And literally this is how they approached him. And I read his response, and his response is basically completely misinformed. He basically thinks that, which is what everyone thinks, because this is what the Kojima World Order says, think that the King of Hate moniker is that because I like to hate on games, and that when I play games, it's a persona that I portray to be very negative and unfair to the game developers, and rip them a new asshole, and only blame the game and never take credit for my mistakes myself, despite the fact that I've explained 5,000 times how that works, but no one wants to hear it. They just want to focus on their own little private, stupid world version of what's going on, instead of the reality that I've explained, that the King of Hate has nothing to do with me hating on games at all. Nothing. It's not about me hating on anyone or being negative at all. It's about me owning the hate that people throw my way and turning it into a way to fuel myself to succeed. But no one wants to hear that. It goes in one ear and out the other. Oh, well, he's the King of Hates, but he can't take the hate, but he can hate. Fuck you. Seriously. If you can't take 5 seconds to find out what the moniker has been since day one, and you want to spew out stupid, misinformed bullshit, you're a fucking idiot. And that goes to anyone who's ever done it. I don't care if you're Total Biscuit or if you're anyone, okay? But the bottom line is Total Biscuit knows nothing about my content. If you read his response, he's completely off base. He says that I only play games to hate on them and to be negative, that every gameplay that I do is overly negative. What? Really? I wasn't aware that this was my persona. I wasn't aware that this is what I do, because it's not. That's not what it was. My content is a Joe Average guy playing games, having rage, frustration, and reactions to things naturally that anyone would have. And yes, I blame the game makers to some extent. Absolutely I do. But that's not the focus of my content, to sit there and say, this game sucks, the game maker's a piece of shit, the developer's an asshole. When did that ever become the focus of my content? Never. You want to know when it became the focus of my content? When people made montages only showing me doing that and cutting out the other 95% of the content. That's when it looks like that's the focus of my content. Okay? So, someone sends me, oh, did you hear what Total Biscuit? Total Biscuit doesn't know me from a fucking badger's asshole. He doesn't watch my videos. I don't watch his videos, right? The only reason I've even been talking about him is things that he's publicly stated, right, about negativity on the internet, about getting attacked, about, letting it get to you, about medical issues. For God's sake, I wished him well because he announced that he had cancer. How's that name dropping? What the fuck are you talking about? No, name dropping would be, oh, so I talked to Total Biscuit the other day, and we were having this fun conversation on Twitter. When did I ever say shit like that? People don't even know what the fucking term name dropping means. That's how stupid they are. Okay? But I don't care if Total Biscuit doesn't know who I am or understand my content. I don't give a fuck. The fact that at the very end of his post he said, I find Kojima World Order to be hilarious, immediately shows that he has an incorrect frame of reference. That he doesn't watch my content, he's only watched the hate montages, and he thinks they're funny. Yeah, if you didn't know someone at all, if you never followed their content, if you didn't watch one of their over 30,000 videos on YouTube, the incredible body of work that they have created, and all you watched was one hate-filled montage that gave you misinformation, you'd probably think it was funny too. But I don't need to fucking know about it. If President Obama fucking tweeted yesterday, I saw this fucking, this is how you don't play Metal Gear Solid 3 and it's hilarious, I don't give a fuck what Obama says about me. Because it's all out of context. It's stupid fucking nonsense. I don't need to be inundated with bullshit and white noise. So, I already said it once, I'm going to say it finally. This is the last time I'm fucking saying it. I don't care if Jesus Christ comes out of the fucking sky and tells me that my content sucks. Don't tell me about it. Don't tweet me. Don't email me. Don't fucking come to my door. Don't fucking send me physical mail. Don't fucking make a giant sign and fucking, fly a plane with the sign through the skyline. I don't care. I am here to continue to make entertaining content for you, period. That's it. That's all I care about, and I think a fuse just blew. Great. That's not good. What just happened? That's plugged into here. Here. Wow. Well, that was a first. Well, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you probably have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, because I think the video continued to record. Did it? I did. If you're watching this on Twitter, a fuse blew. A fuse actually tripped and screwed up the stream. And so the stream completely died, and right now I'm working to get internet back on my PC. That was hilarious. So President Obama heard me, and he apparently had the NSA as well as the CIA trip my internet and completely turn off my stream. Wow. That is a first. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a first. That may be a first for anyone who's ever been doing stuff like this, that the fuse trips in the middle of me going off like that. Holy crap, dude. Holy crap. That was something else. Wow. So anyway, I'm back. The stream is back. That was great. No, people were saying it was Jesus. It was Jesus. Jesus switched the fuse off. That, I swear to you guys, that is the first time in the entire time that I've lived in this condo that a fuse has tripped. That is the first freaking time, dude. How did that happen? Wow. Wow. My God. All right. So anyway, I flipped the fuse switch. The fuse is not working, so we're good to go for now. Let's hope that after the weekend preview, I'll turn off this lamp and hopefully it won't blow the freaking fuse again. That was insane. That was just out of control. I've never seen that happen ever. Wow. All right. So just to end this, and then we will end the pre-stream. I don't care what people say about me. I don't care what ridiculous misinformed thing Joe Splamoni said about me, or whether he's a known dude or not. I don't care. I make content. It's entertaining. People watch. We all make out, right? There's no reason, absolutely no reason to inundate me with the bullshit and the negativity. I don't care. I don't name drop people. You guys know that. I'm all about myself, my own content. I don't care about it. I don't care if someone hates me. I don't care if they don't get me. I don't give a fuck. I've been here since 2008 and I'm not fucking going anywhere. That's the bottom line. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm still making good money. I'm still able to move across the country. I'm still able to do what I do on a daily basis and enjoy it. Very shortly with this move, there's great new content coming your way. Hopefully I'm going to be able to improve the way that I do my content. There's going to be crazy amounts of fun new vlogs coming, things I've never been able to do before, new series that I've wanted to do. Why the fuck do I care that one person is misinformed and just because they have a presence said something on the internet? I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because someone doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, okay? I'm not going to stop. Nothing's going to make me stop, okay? So that is it for the pre-stream. I told you it was going to be a crazy pre-stream. Did I expect the fucking fuse to pop? No. I didn't think it was going to be that crazy, but that was insane. Okay, that is it for the pre-stream. I will end it, and then we will start the official weekend preview, and then we're going to have some MLB fun tonight, everyone. All right, very nice.